Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is FPL Roxas, and today I'll be sharing my Gameweek 19 team selection. Sorry for the no upload for last week as I was out for the holidays. I'm back just in time for the midweek deadline for this week. And in this video, I'll be showing my performance in the previous game weeks that I missed and my plans for Gameweek 19 onwards. As usual, feel free to like and subscribe if you found my video enjoyable. Alright, let's start the team selection video. So now I'll be briefly showing my performance from Game 17 and 18 to show what I've done in the game weeks where I wasn't able to upload. So for Game 17, I ended on 62 points. It was a great week for my team as I was able to get a green arrow from 1.7 million to 1.3 million. I made just one transfer in that week. I gambled by bringing in Darwin against United. I had a strong belief that Liverpool was going to win by a huge score against United, especially when they were playing at Anfield, and I thought that Darwin was going to be involved in any goal. Well, that didn't happen as the game ended as 0-0 draw. Nonetheless, the rest of my team performed and got me returns. My Arsenal defenders getting clean sheet points, Gordon returning after doubts regarding his injury, Watkins with a goal, and lastly Palmer grabbing a goal and an assist, which led him to the maximum bonus points. It was a great week, but you're in for a ride as I went crazy for Game Week 18. So in Game Week 18, I made two transfers, which led to a -4. The reason being that Sanchez, which I brought in recently, got injured, and that made me decide on getting Leno. He's been one of the highest scoring goalkeepers, and that was due to his save points and bonuses. I thought that Burnley at home was going to be a breeze. That backfired as they lost 2-0, and that led to a measly one-pointer from Leno. My other transfer was a huge mistake as well, that I thought was a fine transfer to begin with. I decided to take a -4 to bring in Porro for Gabriel, as I knew that Porro had a higher points potential due to how attacking he plays as a wingback. Well, that backfired as well, with Gabriel scoring Arsenal's only goal against Liverpool and Porro losing his clean sheet in the 82nd minute, just quite last minute. I don't have to explain much regarding the rest of the team. Everyone blanked except for Salah and Son. I was thinking of banking the transfer and playing Turner and Gabriel, but of course, as you can see, I made the dumb decision to take a -4, which then led me to a massive red arrow back to 1.9 million. This season has been frustrating with the injuries and suspensions. I haven't been at a rank this low for the past few seasons, so it's quite a shock for me. Well, it's all gone and dusted, so it's time to focus on the future game weeks where I tend to climb back the ranks I aim to be. Now let's move on to the next section. So I've got no transfer targets for this week as I intend to bank my transfer where the plan is to bring in Holland back to the team in Game 20, where I assume he'll be fit by then. I'll be showing my future transfer plans in the next section, so stay tuned. So for this week's team selection, my goalkeeper will be Leno, who will be up against Bournemouth away. With Solanke's form, it won't be an easy game, but I think Fulham's definitely looking to bounce back from their defeat. So a clean sheet is definitely possible in my opinion. For my defense, I have Saliba, who is up against West Ham at home. Arsenal have been great recently, so a home game against West Ham shouldn't be too difficult to get a clean sheet. Lascelles has Forest at home. He's currently flagged as he was subbed out due to an injury in the previous match. With Botman and Burn back, I don't think Lascelles will be starting this game, but I think he should be able to start if he's able to be fit for the game since Botman is fully fit as well. For Porro, he has Brighton away. I brought him in last week as a long-term keep, so I'll be hoping for an attacking return in the time I'll be owning him. Taylor has Liverpool at home. A difficult fixture, but I have no other players to start with Palmer and Cash's suspensions. It's clear that I won't be expecting much from Taylor this week, but I'll still have to play him. For my midfield, I've got Salah against Burnley away. Should be a fixture where Salah can return, so he's one of my captaincy options. Son has Brighton away. He's also another captaincy option for this week with how well Spurs have been performing recently, and Son being involved in most of their goals. Martinelli has West Ham at home. Back when I transferred him in, the reason was that I needed to replace the injured Bowen back then, and I wasn't able to afford Saka's. So I still wanted an Arsenal midfielder that started games, so I went for Martinelli. So far, he's only returned once in the time I owned him. I hope that he's able to get back in the score sheet soon. Gordon has Forest at home this week. He's a fighter, always starting games even when he was doubted to start due to injuries in previous games. I expect him to continue his run of returns at home if he plays this game. For my forwards, I've got Darwin against Burnley, away from home. He was benched against Arsenal, so I assume that he should be getting back in the starting 11 this week. He's been a failed punt so far, and is his last week in my team, so I hope he returns before he goes to replace Haaland for me next game week. Watkins has United away. I think it's quite easy to win against United at the moment. Watkins also has a great record away from home, returning in the last 3 away games. He's going to be a captaincy option for me this week as well. My current plan is to bank transfers so that I'll be ready to bring back Haaland in the next game week, where I assume he should be fit in that time. Now let's move over to the next section where I will show how my transfer plans will look for the future. So starting things off, I'm not planning to make any transfers for this week, simply just to get 2 free transfers in Gaming20. I lost so much rank in my -4 gamble in the last game week, so I shouldn't be too hasty. As you can see, I have 2 players suspended in Palmer and Cash, which are usually starting caliber players, so there's no reason to transfer them out. However, I think Cash should be a transfer out this week due to him losing his starting spot in recent games. Gameweek 19 starts with the Newcastle Forest game, so if I get information that Lascelles is fit to start, then I won't be making any transfers. But if he's a doubt and unable to play the game or start the game, I think I'll be making a transfer by replacing Cash for someone like Thiago Silva, for example, who has a nice run of fixtures and is usually the favorite to start. And for game week 20, I assume that Haaland should be back, where I'll be looking to transfer him back in by replacing Darwin. If he won't be able to start, I think I'll get Julian Alvarez instead. As they'll be up against Sheffield at home, the team will look like this, and I'll be looking to save my other transfer for game 21. So for game 21, it starts in 13th of January. The Asian Cup and AFCON, where Son and Salah will be participating in, starts from 12th and 14th of January, respectively. So they should be traveling with their national teams before game 21 starts. It'll be the week where we'll look to transfer out Salah and Son. So what I'm planning to do is transfer out Salah for Saka, and I'll be transferring out Son for Bowen. So that's a plan. Both having fixtures to attack, with Bowen against Sheffield away and Saka against Crystal Palace at home. And the midfield options open up, and we can look to go for differentials this week. So these two can change. In my case, I will be playing it rather safe and bringing in the best players in their respective teams with great fixtures. So Saka and Bowen is the plan for me at the moment. Based on how South Korea and Egypt performs in the tournament, Son and Salah can be back as quickly as Gameweek 22, as the final group stage games for both tournaments are at the 25th of January, and Gameweek 22 starts on the 31st of January, where they could be back in time. So I haven't planned any transfers in Gameweek 22 onwards. So yeah, we'll be needing to monitor how they perform in their respective tournaments. And that wraps up this week's team selection video. Good luck to everyone for Gameweek 19. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video, subscribe if you want to be updated on my latest uploads. I'll be uploading every week, so stay tuned. Leave a comment if you'd like, and thanks for watching the video.